Last time you saw us, we were in Hawaii, and since then we've been doing a lot of bike riding. Because in February we decided to sign up for RAGBRAI, which is a bike ride across the entire state of Iowa. Before this project, the longest bike ride I had ever been on was 16 miles, and this is going to be 450 miles in 7 days. The longest being 105 miles in 1 day. Which means we have a lot of training to do. The ride is the last week of July. It is July 1st, so it's crunch time. We have been spending some time getting ready. The longest ride we've done so far is 60 miles, but it was tough, and we had to take a day to recover. So we have some more work to do. Today, we're gonna go on a longer bike ride and tell you a little more about this ride, because you're coming with us. And it is us, because I roped Courtney into this too. Really, she's the one who pushed us to do it.
We can do it. I know we can.
Courtney just got home and I'm headed outside to help her unload the car because she got a bike.
I just bought a bike.
Why did you get a bike?
Because we have this crazy idea to ride our bikes the entire length of Iowa.
Iowa. Like the big state of Iowa. The length of Iowa. It's the middle of winter. Wow. Good, good. Just fear. I guess I'm not supposed to make the noise. You know that now that you have a bike, we have to actually sign up for the race.
Yep. Tonight, we're signing up.
Oh gosh. TBD. Now I have to get a bike. Excited?
Yeah. So today is February 14th, and
What day does the race start? It's July 23rd. A solid 4 months, right?
countdown to RAGBRAI, 158 days. Half a year, right?
It doesn't feel like enough.
Less than half a year?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Sergeant Bluff to Ida Groves Union in Lansing. So it's really close to Wisconsin, actually.
We're doing it?
I think we're gonna do it. Lucky has joined the team. He has decided it's a good idea.
Yep.
Duck. Buddy, you're too big. Just have a seat. The registration deadline is April 1st, July 23rd. That's where we're gonna be.
We're doing it.
100 miles in 1 day?
Yeah.
Thank you for helping, Lucky. Now we just have to train.
Why are we buying bikes?
Because you decided that we're gonna bike across Iowa. I talked to my sister today. She thinks we're insane. And then I told her that you have to camp for the whole week. There's like no showers. And in one of the days,
Off to a good start.
And then I told her that for one of the days, we actually have to bike 100 miles in the 1 day. And then she started telling me about her marathon training and how many nightmares that brings back, which is never good when someone talks about your experience and says they're getting nightmares. So we're off to a great start.
We're going bike riding for the first time.
It's the middle of March, the race is in 4 months, and we're going for our first bike ride. We missed the first 70-degree day because we were in Alaska, and it's taken about an hour to get the bikes ready. Either way, we're ready to go. So we have been in Hawaii and busy planning that trip and doing it and all the things. We haven't ridden bikes for 3 weeks. At the beginning of May, we're headed out for at least 10 miles. there a war at the moment, or? Never know what's gonna happen, do ya?
That's what I'm waiting for you.
Today we're gonna go on a longer bike ride and tell you a little more about this ride. We did a lot of our initial training rides here on this greenway. It's a perfect place to be able to ride without traffic, but lately we've been trying to get more road rides in because that's what it's gonna look like when we actually get out to Iowa. One of the best parts about being in Indiana is it looks a lot like Iowa. So we're able to get a lot of miles in here on country roads, which are pretty flat, and there's a bunch of fields. There are two main philosophies for training for RAGBRAI: following an official training plan and riding 1,000,000 miles, or just showing up and winging it. We decided to do somewhere in the middle. We're trying to ride our bikes during the week at least 3 times, about 10 miles or so at night, and then go for longer rides on the weekend. We started out with long rides being about 25 miles, and now we've done one that was 60 miles. That 60-miler really kicked our butts. So the idea that we're gonna do that 7 days in a row is gonna be crazy. Today the plan is to only do 30 miles, but to try and go faster so that we can work on our speed. The big thing with that 105-mile day is that we don't want to be on the road for 10 hours. So we're trying to go faster and cut down that time. The best part about RAGBRAI is that no one takes it too seriously. One thing that we have been practicing is taking lots of breaks, because we are hoping that it's a huge party with drinks and pie and a lot of miles. When we started training, I had a mountain bike because that's what I was able to get. Courtney was able to find her bike on Marketplace, which was a really good find. Luckily, I'm able to borrow this one, which has made a huge difference in how fast we're able to go today. Miles in, we have a nice front porch to rest on and some snacks from the gas station. Potato wedges, Gatorade, water, Snickers, and taffy. Should be enough to get us back to town. Back on the road, we rested for about an hour after we ate lunch. We're just having a relaxing day, getting these 30 miles in. I think we have about 8 miles left, but it is beautiful out. It's still really hot and the tar is melting. The entire ride is just on open roads, so we should get used to being out in the sun, wearing our sunscreen, and drinking a lot of water. But also my shoe is leaving tar prints. Ready to wrap it up? Let's do it. Whew. Take 5. What is it that you think you're looking forward to the most?
I'm looking forward to the beer and to say that I've done it by dipping my toe in the Mississippi River.
So it is definitely a big party. There's towns that you stop at and they have beer tents and food and pie and ice cream. And then you actually end the ride by putting your wheel in the Mississippi River. I am looking forward to having done it. So we will always have done RAGBRAI across Iowa. And the idea that we're doing it with 10,000 other bikers, plus all of the people that follow the race across the state, it'll just be really neat. What I'm not looking forward to is we'll be spending the week sleeping in our tent.
We're gonna be so rested, so tune in.
It'll be fun. Okay, 3 miles left? 3 miles left. Let's knock it out. It might seem like we're taking a pretty relaxed approach to this RAGBRAI, but it's our first one, so we don't know any better. We are aware that every ride we take is gonna make the week in Iowa so much more enjoyable. We're also trying to focus on the things that we think are gonna be the most uncomfortable, like how to even just sit on your bike for that many hours, getting used to riding in the sun, how much water to take, snacks, all of those things. Cool. Hopefully this was a good introduction for you about RAGBRAI. If you're interested in seeing us bike across Iowa, make sure that you subscribe. Don't worry, we do have a little more training to do, but we will see you there.